Merry Christmas, you bunch of degenerates. I hope you're all getting coal in your stockings. Well, it turns out I've been bugged this whole time. They've all been listening. Apparently, they want me to review Legacy Bombshell. I said, all right, I can do that. So here is Legacy Bombshell, a heavy, heavy remold of the previous Insecticon Shrapnel. So here they are in size comparison. Uh, the torso is completely remolded. Everything from the legs down is the same with different paint apps. But the torso has a lot of stuff different to it. Let's get all the robot mode comparisons out of the way. Here's Kickback. And here's the previous Bombshell I have. Or was he Bomb Shock? Or was he something different? I can't remember. Look at all the Insecticons that have gathered on my couch. Hope they don't find all the crumbs. You know, I still think the Legends dudes have their own value. Like, they each have very different aesthetics than their deluxe counterparts. You know, at least we got one with an opening chest. That's something. God, it's an infestation here. Gonna have to do something about that. But let's drop the bomb, y'all. First off, that head sculpt. It looks like he's wearing a hat that's 2 sizes too big for his head. Hat off and see what we get. Nope. Definitely looks better with the hat on. And yes, they actually engineered in an animation error because his accessory is the same gun that fell out of my hand and is also on his head. Yep, that is apparently an animation error. Wasn't intended. But you can take this off and he can't wield it. I mean, maybe he can wrap around his hand? Not really. I'm just going to stick it back on his head. And if you want, you can tuck it out of the way, but no. So it's nice to have all 3 of the Insecticons at the same scale and the same color scheme, given they've been slowly drip fed to us over the years. We're unfortunately 0 for 3 on opening chest cockpits. Not that I was expecting it, but it would be a nice bonus. He does have 2 other accessories that are just his beetle legs, but they can plug into his gun because we need some evolution in our lives. Got a triple barrel blaster now, and I guess a 4th blaster, which, of course, as normal, blast effect compatible. It makes sense for the head cannon. He has hypnotic abilities. He can control people's minds. So, you know, this thing can shoot little beams to control people, I guess, and other Transformers, possibly. Would he have a disagreement over Mind Wipe? With Mind Wipe? Do they do the same thing? I don't know. Let's see if I can do my own version of hypnotism. Look into my eyes. You want to like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications and check out all my other content. You do not want to punch me in the face. The head sculpt itself, it's alright. It's surprising how different his head sculpt is with that sort of medieval helmet grill there and the absolute lack of any black on it. But overall, he looks good. I do wish he had more purple, as close to show accuracy as they could get. Articulation-wise, the head is on a swivel. Unfortunately, no more, no less. But you have a giant helmet moving, so I understand. Shoulders rotate all the way, and they have way more articulation than shrapnels if you get the bug legs out of the way. I guess like that to that is what I consider a lot more. Anyway, the bicep swivel works. This insect leg actually has a joint we'll talk about in the beast mode. The elbow can bend. The wrist can't, because I'm not considering that point of articulation. The waist can swivel, and I accidentally showed off the backwards bicep. The backwards butterfly joint, which is more for transformation, but he can do stuff like this, I guess. That's a good thing. Yeah, plug the legs back in. Outwards, they feel a lot smoother than shrapnels. They don't really hard lock as much. The thigh swivel, still good. Knee joint, very nice. Weirdly, this ankle is a lot stiffer on Bombshell. Like downwards for the ankle is tighter, and just I feel like I'm gonna break it. I'm applying so much force to hinge the ankle. Yeah. The other side, a little bit, not as much, but that's weirdly tighter than shrapnel. I feel like I'm comparing them to shrapnel a lot because they're mold brothers. Actually, I think their biceps and forearms might be the same molding as well. That's basically it for the robot mode. Oh, there's this pointless flap here. I don't understand why it's here, because it doesn't do anything in either mode, and it wasn't on shrapnel. He's got different bug legs. So I really don't understand. Maybe we can figure it out in the beast mode. Let's get him into it and the others. So, transformation from pants downwards is the same. Fold the feet, open these, rotate the waist, plug the legs together, hinge them so that they tab in, slots right there. Come on, shins. No, his thighs are in the way. There we go. Now, unpeg that, fold in the wrists. You can cover the face. Here's the different part. Fold the arms in, rotate them. Nope, don't rotate them. Rotate at the bicep. Yay. There we go. He's not giving you the finger. You want him to fold them down. So you plug in to those holes there, and they also plug in to these bits here. like that. That is locked in and solid. And sure, come on. Where are you? There we go. And we've got a beetle mode. A stag beetle. I don't believe he walks the path of heaven. No. If you want, you can store the weapon right there. That's honestly the lamest weapon storage on these Insecticons so far. The other two are much more clever. So you could plug it into the foot. But I think this beetle mode works a hell of a lot better than the one it was remolded from. Here you go. Now these are both technically accurate. It's just I think this one is more interesting and proportionally works better than this pancake of a beetle mode. And here he is with the tall one. Tall Mario, long beetle. Or insect, whatever he is. And here's the Legends legend. We'll plug him in to. So surprisingly, this beetle mode actually has a bit of articulation. These, while they can only go down that far, they do actually support a small variety of posing. He can actually stand on them and then collapse down. So that's cool. The horn can do that. You can still see the face through. That's kind of unfortunate. I definitely think this works. It's a bit cuter. I actually really like that the eye slides out like that instead of kind of leaving that little bit of a gap there on the Legends one. I think that was a cool touch. And honestly, there's not much else to say about this beetle mode. I think it works better. And Kabuto beetles are. There's his stag beetle, rhinoceros beetle. He's some kind of beetle. He works better, in my opinion.
The ants go marching 3 by 3, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 3 by 3, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching 3 by 3, the little one stops to climb a tree, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. Does this make him a Kamen Rider now? He spent more time on that than most Kamen Rider do on their bike during a whole season. I want the Insecticons to be what the Dinobots are now. Just like every once in a while get randomly re-updated. Who knows? Maybe we'll get Studio Series Voyager class Insecticons. At some point, some random Insecticon combiner. Who knows?
Thank you for watching. I filmed this on Christmas. Probably going to watch it on Boxing Day when after it gets uploaded. Hope your holidays are all right. And many more Transformers in the future. I don't have any of them right now. They're in that future. And I know all the bugs. I'm looking right at Inferno right behind the computer. Like somebody wants a comparison with Inferno, but you're not getting it. Oh, I want to rewatch Big Bad Beetleborgs. I don't have the DVDs, dang. Anyway, I'm gonna go have dinner with the family now. So keep it weird. Bye.